but she still does not have keys. I don't know why they didn't give her the keys at 1 o'clock and just say, wait till 5 o'clock to enter the unit. I just wanted to bring this before the court because they didn't follow the order.
The keys have been cut. They're at the office. I don't.
Court does call the case of Hampton to Clover Lane versus Amina. Is it Issa? Are you here on Clover Lane?
I didn't know that there was one for Clover.
Hampton to Clover Lane
Sure.
versus Issa.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Carrie Zanon on behalf of plaintiff.
Okay.
I don't have to
And the defendant's not checked in. Yeah.
Did we get a dismissal on that, Judge?
We don't have one.
Can you pass so I can?
Yeah, I will. All right, I'll pass.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Sycamore Meadows versus Caleb P.
Jill Bauer on behalf of Ms. P, Your Honor, who's also present.
Attorney Carrie Zanon on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, it's your motion.
Your Honor, we entered into a consent order. I brought printouts if you would like to look at it. Ms. P, you can.
How in God's name was I ever going to forget it? But go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, it said that that Ms. P would be rehoused by July 31st. And if there were delays beyond plaintiff's control, that plaintiff would immediately contact me and a reasonable extension would be agreed upon. I was out of town when I came back and found out that Ms. P was unhoused. I started trying to reach out on July 31st to find out when she was going to be moved.
Actually, Judge, I think it's earlier than July 31st.
Okay. And I'm not trying to throw Miss Zanon under the bus at all because she was very much communicative with me, but we weren't actually able to get any information about the move-in until August 8th. And we were told that Miss P would be moved in yesterday. So Miss P went yesterday to try to move in, and the first person she talked to didn't even know anything about it. And then someone else came out and they walked her through a unit that was not ready yet. So they told her to come back at 1 o'clock today, which she did. And she signed all the paperwork and everything. And then they told her to come back at 5 o'clock to get her keys. She didn't know what to do. She knew that we had court. She came here for court, but she still does not have keys. I don't know why they didn't give her the keys at 1 o'clock and just say, wait till 5 o'clock to enter the unit. But she still does not have keys. And when she left to come to court, and she's using the bus, but she saw that there were 2 golf carts outside of the unit and it was still being worked on. So I just wanted to bring this before the court because they didn't follow the order. I mean, it was very simple to reach out proactively and say what this is going on. We need an extension, but instead she's been up in the air for weeks.
So let's get this straight. There was a court order with a crystal clear deadline. All it required was basic communication, and somehow we ended up with golf carts, mystery paperwork, and a tenant still standing outside without keys like it's a scavenger hunt. Meanwhile, the judge is sitting there watching lawyers trip over dates and excuses, probably wondering if anyone involved can read a calendar. Honestly, the patience it takes not to roll eyes into another dimension is impressive, because at this point, the only thing more delayed than the move-in is the plaintiff's ability to follow simple instructions.
Can I respond?
Yes.
Judge, counsel's accurate. I did not have a move-in date until last week sometime. I was told that she'd be moved in on the 14th, which was yesterday. As to today's incidents, I actually talked to my client, and I was on speakerphone, and Miss P was in the office while I was on the phone with her. They were going through the move-in process. They had actually gone through a walkthrough yesterday. There was an exposed outlet that my client didn't feel comfortable moving her in yesterday. They had a conversation. They also told her that they were going to put the appliances in today, which is why the keys weren't handed to her, because the maintenance was in there putting the appliances in today. So my understanding was that they were gonna do all of the paperwork today, and she was gonna be able to move in once the appliances were completed, and they were doing that while she was in the office. So, she knew that that's what was going on because she agreed that they could put the appliances in today. The keys have been cut. They're at the office. To speak to the time frame, Judge, I have 2 maintenance men that work there. That's it. And the complex is huge. And I have 1 on-site manager. When I spoke with the manager, and I just wanted the court to know that at 1:30, when they were doing the move-in process, I didn't want my client to up and leave and not complete it to be here. So I'm asking that the keys are ready to go.
Anything else?
Your Honor, I would ask at a minimum that they bring the keys to Miss P here at the courthouse so that she has access.
That's not happening. Is there somebody at the office? Do we know?
Yes, but Judge, I will call if you want to pass, give me a minute. I'll call right now and make sure that where the key is going to be so that we know before we leave.
Quarter past a minute.
I just want to make a record. You're gonna have to take the bus back to 6.
We hear that, but maybe the decision that should have been made is she could have done something via Zoom, something else, so that she's there to pick up the keys if the keys were going to be ready at 5. These are problems that are being created that don't have to be. I mean, it would be nice if everybody's life operated as if legal services wanted it to on some great strict timeline, but nobody's life operates that way. So find out where the keys are. I'll recall the case.
Thank you, Judge.
Court recalls the case, People versus Caleb P.
Attorney Carrie Zanon on behalf of
Jill Bauer on behalf of the
maintenance will have the key. We'll take her at the unit. I was gonna say 6 o'clock. How long does it usually take you to get from here to there?
Like about an hour.
Then I'll call back and I'll tell them 6:30.
Okay. All right, so somebody's gonna meet her with the key. Anything else I need to do on this?
Not for me, Judge.
No, I don't think so.
All right, so with reference to the motion to show cause, I'm gonna deny the motion. I'm gonna deny any request for sanctions and or costs. And the key will be available
It's gonna get.
by 6:30.
6:30. Yes, Judge.
No, Miss P, what I'm understanding is maintenance is gonna meet you at the unit at 6:30 to get your key.
I thought she called me.
Oh,
What did she tell you?
She said that she was gonna have it left in the mailbox. She did say somebody was gonna meet
Yeah.
her, but she said that was happening to their personal time, so. Left in the mailbox.
Okay, I'll reach out to them before I leave as well.
okay, thank
All
you
right.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor,
Thank you, ma'am.
for everything. I
All right.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. Hampton to Clover Lane versus Yusuf.
I took moves for dismissal without prejudice.
That's easy. Case dismissed. That's without prejudice.
So here we go again. The plaintiff's side is spinning tales about exposed outlets, phantom appliances, and maintenance men who apparently moonlight as unicorns because they only exist in twos across a huge complex. Meanwhile, the defendant is stuck bussing across town just to chase down a set of keys like it's Willy Wonka's golden ticket. Through all the circus juggling, the judge cuts through with the only ounce of common sense in the room, pointing out that maybe, just maybe, this entire melodrama didn't need to clog the docket if basic coordination had been done in the first place. Instead of buying into excuses or doling out sanctions, the judge makes sure the defendant finally gets a key and still manages to wrap up the case with more efficiency than the entire property management staff combined.